What is going on, everybody? Acclaim back again today with another offensive tip. I told you guys I was going to be dropping the comprehensive offensive protection guide, the pass protection guide, and this is it. However, when I was labbing to make sure that all my thoughts and theories actually translated to paper, I started figuring out some things. I started realizing that not only is pass protection formation specific, like shotgun, pistol, under center, and like bunch type different things, it's also play specific within those formations. Different play actions have different pass protections. Play action also doesn't have nano detection, nano protection, that garbage. I mean, I'm sure you've seen that throughout the year, that play action gets completely killed sometimes by an A gap. But that doesn't just stop there. There are 3-step drops, 7-step drops, rollouts, sprints, all that stuff. Every play has different protections. And if I were to do a comprehensive pass protection guide, I would have to break down every play in the game. So instead of me doing that, because that would take way beyond the time that I need to do, beyond Madden 18 even, just for this game, I decided to give you the tools to figure out your own protections better and to run however you want to run your offense, but knowing how to pick up pressures regardless of what formation you're in. So for this example, we're going to be against nickel blitz 2, 2-4-5 even. I'm sure you've seen that play run against you 5,000 times at least. And we're going to be in gun tight, offset tight end. But again, the formation that you're in doesn't necessarily matter because these concepts will translate to other formations. It's just how you have to use them. Now, there are certain rules that you can follow to make your pass protection better normally. And these rules, for example, will be in the comments and in the description below. But they are as follows. Rule number 1, always slide protect twice. Don't ask, don't think about it, just do it. Slide protect twice. Hit LB or L1 and hit that analog stick in any direction you want, but make sure you do it 2 times. Rule number 2 is that when you slide protect, make it the last thing you do. You can do as many hot routes as you want, it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, make sure the last thing you do is slide protect twice. The other thing is that you can motion a wide receiver after that, but the wide receiver has to be motioned out wide. That is the exception to the rule, because that doesn't actually change the pass protection. If you motion them inside towards the offensive line, it would change the pass protection. And when you change the pass protection, that's when you start getting into weird territory and not necessarily knowing how your offensive line is going to react. And the way that we run it without doing the motion early on is it's more systematic. You will know exactly how your offensive line is supposed to react because you will have practiced it enough times. There's no guesswork. And less guesswork on offense means better pass protection. That's why they practice in the NFL. Because the more you practice and the more you see something, the more likely you are to get it right in game. So those are the main rules. Now, there are certain tendencies that you can use and to understand how pass protection works. For example, I'm just going to run this play real quick. Oh, nice play by Murphy. That was a complete computer interception. But that's besides the point. That was just me trying to run the play to get it back to normal instead of resetting the play like I should have. Whatever side the running back is on, typically you're going to want to slide away from the running back, especially if the running back is blocking. Initially, you might want to try the running back on a delay route because delay routes are great. Try to pick up the pressure that way, and you still keep them in a passing route. But if a delay route doesn't work a couple times, scrap it. Just kill the delay route idea, block the running back. You're going to be safer, you're going to be smarter. You're going to have a better day if you do it. Because typically when you delay route a running back, he's going to look straight ahead for somebody blitzing him, and he's going to try to check and release that guy. Or he might double team somebody, and you don't really care for that. So in my mind, the running back should be used either in a passing route or blocking, at least post-patch, because delay routes tend to muddle your protections. Now, the other rule of thumb is that whatever side the running back is on, you want him to block to that side. So if he's on the right in this example, and you want him to block to that side, you're going to want to slide away from the running back. So opposite direction. He's on the right, you want to slide protect left twice, because when you slide protect left twice and we snap it, he should block to the right. He didn't block all the way to the right there, but he blocked inside to the right to pick up some pressure, and that was against a non-baseline, non-setup nickel blitz 2. Now, when you do that against an actual nickel blitz 2, it's probably not going to work, because actual nickel blitz 2 is coming from the left, typically. Most people don't run it flipped, unless there's auto flip on, which is a different story. But typically you're going to see it set up like this, or something similar to this. And if I were to slide away from the running back, there's actually a good chance that that cornerback on the left doesn't get picked up, just because of how fast he is, or how fast my offensive lineman is, or whatever. There's a good chance that somebody doesn't kick out to pick him up, even if I slide protect that way. Because at the end of the day, if you look, there are 4 defenders on the left side, and there are only going to be 3 blockers: the tackle, the guard, and the center. And the center is going to pick up that D tackle almost every time. The guard is going to be hit and miss on if he gets distracted by the linebacker in the B gap right there, and then the tackle should pick up the end. But if the tackle doesn't pick up the end and he kicks out to the corner, then the guard could kick out to the end because the linebacker might not trick him long enough. But again, that's like a 50-50 chance, and I don't know if you would like to take a 50-50 chance on whether your quarterback gets sacked or not. Personally, I wouldn't. But you know, running back is on the right. Typically, you're going to slide protection away from the running back, so you're going to have more guaranteed protection. But the flip side to that is you can just flip the play. Running back goes to the left. Running back goes to the left, and now you can block the running back again, and now I can slide twice to the right, which now the running back on the left should help pick up some form of the pressure on the left side. Naturally, he's on the left. You want to make sure he's blocking left, so look, we're going to slide protection to the right. We're going to have the 3 blocking to the right, but we still have 3 to the left. And when we have 3 to the left, that running back should kick out wide, or at least kick out inside enough where the tackle can peel off and pick up the corner like he did. Now, the other rule of thumb with the running back is that when you pinch your offensive line, so you max protect, but down is pinch. So when you press down, the running back, when you pinch down, the running back is going to kick out. So, again, we are going to flip the play, and we're going to set everything up the same way that we've been doing it. But now we're going to pinch. Now when we pinch, what happens is the center stays without actually sliding. So that center is going to pick up that D tackle more times than not than if we slid away. And when that center picks up that D tackle, it's going to leave the guard, the tackle, and the running back on those 3 defenders, but only 2 of them are actually blitzing. And when you have that sort of numbers game, you're going to have better pass protection. Now, the flip side to that is that when you pinch, you are opening yourself up to pressure off of the opposite side that the running back is on. Now, in this example, you're not really having to worry about right side heat, because the only one that can come off the right edge is a D-end. And that D-end should get picked up by the offensive tackle anyway. But you have to keep that in mind depending on defense. The exception to that is actually 3-4 odd or 3-4 over, with that weird linebacker blitzing by default in the cover 2 or the cover 3, depending on the play. If you pinch twice against that, the running back will pick it up 100% of the time, and your opponent is going to get really angry that his blitz is not getting through at all. There's your little pro tip for you. But anyway, we're going to pinch here, and we're going to motion him out again. And when we pinch, the running back should, again, help pick up the pressure on the left side. Just like that, he picks up the end, and it allows the tackle to kick out. And that is more guaranteed because the center was able to pick up the D tackle. Personally, I like that method if you can get away with it. But again, it's not guaranteed because you are opening yourself up to opposite side edge heat. That is sort of the chess match that you have with your opponent. You can pick up their blitz, but then they have to start sending it some other way, and you have to be able to counter that. Now, this is the bulk of the tip right here. This part that's coming up is the part that I want you to get real close. Come on, just get real close to the camera. Listen, this is the part that is important. It's called power blocking. Now, years past, power blocking was a great way to have your running back pull across the face of the quarterback to pick up an A-gap heat from a D tackle or a linebacker or even a D end. But this year, A-gap heat really doesn't exist with nano protection, all that stuff. So power blocking this year, post-patch, is a really good way to have the running back peel from one side of the quarterback to the other and help protect against edge blitzes that way. So we're going to set up nickel blitz again. If you guys ever need a setup for nickel blitz, you can just comment below and I'll message you it real quick. Right in the comments. But you should probably know how to set up nickel blitz by now. But if you don't, you can just throw a comment down there. I'll hook you up with that real easy. Because everybody should know nickel blitz now. But anyway, I digress to power blocking again. Power blocking is a little creative in how it gets the running back to pick up heat opposite his position. Now, again, you want to do your hot routes before you get to the line of scrimmage. So in CFMs and stuff like that, it might not be as feasible unless you have a full play clock. But in MUT and salary cap, get yourself a conductor quarterback. You're going to need a conductor quarterback because you can make all your hot routes that you want, get to the line, and you should still have enough time to do your motion with the running back because it all revolves around a motion running back. So what's going to happen is you're going to start blocking the running back. It doesn't really matter, but we're going to block him in the example right now. So we're going to motion the running back opposite his play side. So he's on the right, we're going to motion him left. Now when we motion him left, this is where it gets a little tricky. You're going to want to slide protection away from the running back. But now he's on the left. So we want to slide protect right twice. We're going to slide protect right twice. So it looks like that, which actually in theory looks like it should be a great play. But it's still no guarantee because that cornerback can be weird. And also, when the running back is head up on the D end, chances are he's going to double team and pick up that D end, and we don't want that. We don't want him to pick up the D end. We want him to make sure he's either cut blocking that D end quick or getting to the cornerback. So we're going to power block him. So now this is how you power block, at least in my experience in Madden 17. You're going to get him there. Now, when you motion him back, because yes, you're going to motion him back to his original position, you are going to hot route him to block when he is on his way back. So that is going to be Y, the running back's icon, so in this case RB, so it's going to be Y, RB, and then RT to block. Or on PS4, in this example, it would be triangle, R1, and then R2. So we're going to motion him back, and we're going to make him block. So it's going to look something like this. And you might be saying, but Acclaim, he's going to pull all the way to the right. Why is he going to do that? The blitz is to the left. You're right. It looks that way. But when the ball is snapped, if you did it right, he should kick all the way to the left and completely screw this blitz up and kill it, and your opponent isn't going to know how you did it. So I'm going to motion the wide receiver out because that's what I want to do. And now watch this running back. He is going to pull in and wait there. Now, that blitz kind of got delayed for whatever reason, but the running back came where he was supposed to. He pulled across the quarterback's face into that gap and did his job. Now, the tackle did a really good job. So in that example, it sort of killed it because the tackle actually did better than he's supposed to do. But hey, more power to him, right? If the tackle can do his job like that, but we're going to do it again. just to make sure that it works. But you saw the running back peel across, right? So that's the important thing. In this example, you should see the running back peel across quarterback's face again and hit that left side. Just like this. There we go. I didn't have to really throw the ball, and I'm going to go into replay now so you can see, after the second time, how the running back reacts. We're going to peel out, little all-22 action. We're going to go slow-mo. Running back is going to take that step up, and then he is going to cut across the field, and he's going to take that D-end, who is already being passed off from the tackle. That tackle does not even engage that D-end. He is acknowledging that the running back is going to pick up that D-end, and he's going to just cut him right at his knees, and then that tackle is going to cut out and pop out and pick up the cornerback. Nickel blitz killed from a base setup in gun tight. Now, keep in mind that this is gun tight. It might be a little different in bunch or single back doubles or pistol trips or whatever, but the concept is the same. All you have to do is you want to motion the running back opposite where he is. If it's under center, it's a little different. So really what you're going to want to do under center is motion the running back to the side of the blitz. So if you're in single back, you want to motion the running back to the left in this example, just because the blitz is to the left. But in shotgun, obviously, you have a little less of a say in which way the running back is going to go. So again, we're going to just motion the running back to the left, just so you can see this example one more time. We're going to hot route and do all that stuff. We're going to slide protect twice now. And now we're going to motion him back. We're going to hot route him to block. What essentially this does, for lack of explanation, is when you power block, the running back is going to react and block to where he was told to block as he was motioning back. I told him to block when he was between the guard and the tackle. So when he pulls to the left, his instinct is to go between the guard and the tackle. For whatever reason, the game doesn't reset his awareness of where he's aligned when you're hot routing mid-motion. So again, we're going to do this. He's going to pull. He's going to peel out. Now that corner was really smart and came inside, but that is, again, mostly the fluke of the defense and also fluke of practice mode. Practice mode is so random, and you can see for yourself in practice mode that it's random, but you should understand that in-game, you're not going to get the same random adjustments out of the AI. It's also a little slower in-game, but we're going to do it one more time just so you can see that the running back is going to peel back again. There we go. Real quick hitter. Corner came free, but that's how you power block. So if you guys have any questions, please comment below. Hit me up on Twitter with questions. I can shoot back and forth pretty much all day. So if you guys have more questions about like specific formations, like how to do things out of bunch, although most things out of bunch is just block the running back, slide protect away from the blitz, or slide protect away from the running back, please ask me what you guys want in terms of what formations and how to react to them. Because I can't go through every formation, but if you guys have specific questions and I can actually go into practice and look at those, like I could actually tell you what to do a little quicker. But I want you guys to have the tools to do it yourself, because I want you to be able to do this going into Madden 18 and Madden 19. Because these concepts, and this is how you lab, these things will carry on. It might not be exact. You might not be able to power block. You might not be able to slide protect away. You might have to slide protect towards the blitz. But these concepts will continue, and this is how you have to lab your pass protection. And that is what I wanted to give you. I wanted to give you guys the tools to be able to do this every year, so you're not scrambling to try to pick up whatever blitz might be hot at the moment. So please like the video, share the video. I feel like that this might be one of the most efficient tips because it's not year specific. This might be year specific in terms of the actual concepts, but the ideas and how to actually predict them is systematic, and it goes beyond just this season. So please share this with your friends, share this on Twitter, share it on Facebook. But thank you guys so much for the support. Over 225 subscribers now. Like, you guys are the best. We're going to have to start coming up with a name for you guys, because calling you guys subscribers just seems kind of boring. I feel like there needs to be something cooler. So comment below with something you guys might want to be called. Not like gang or crew or something like that, but just something like general that's like the group of you guys that are following along for this journey. But please share this. I think it's great. Until next time, guys, I'm out.